Hello guys, today I have another tutorial for you, this time for an item out of Hypixel Skyblock. Yeah, if you don't know what Hypixel Skyblock is, it's like a mixture between Windcraft and Skyblock, so like RPG elements and Skyblock elements, and you just have to grind a lot. So yeah, I was playing that and there's like this super cool mage weapon, it's called the Hyperion. And it's the best mage weapon currently in the entire game. And I always wanted to have it, but I'm like way too poor, so I couldn't buy it. And then I tried to make it in like the newest version with like command blocks, and I looked for tutorials, but all that I could find were like tutorials for 1.19 or 1.20 was the highest. So I have a tutorial for you now, 1.21.5. This is just a normal warp fungus on a stick, and this is my item. As you can see, when I right click, I lose experience down at the bottom. It's 20, and regeneration is 1 experience per tick, so that means 20 experience per second. So if you use up all your experience, you can use your ability once per every second, so that's awesome. So I'm gonna show you what the sword does, like show you the abilities, the damage, and then I'll tell you how I made it, how it works, and then tutorial. I'm gonna put the commands in the description. And yeah, that's it for this video. So first we got our wither skeletons here, so we're gonna teleport downwards. And then when you're in survival, they're gonna all run at you. And then you're gonna die, so you're gonna right click and then they're gonna die instead. For each right click, you get saturation, regeneration, and absorption. And it also deals damage. It deals 10 damage only, not 20, because 20 would one-tap wither skeletons, and that's just way too OP. So yeah, I removed that. Also, it doesn't deal damage. It doesn't count as damage that you dealt. You can add that with like the damage command, but I just didn't want to. Because I'm lazy. Also, you can only teleport when there's air in front of you. So no water teleportation, sadly for you. I was too lazy to do that. You can do that, but I was just too lazy. So yeah, that's the functionality, and now I'm gonna show you how it works. So first you're gonna need a scoreboard. So you're gonna go like /scoreboard, then you're gonna objectives add. Then I just used ability, and then you go used, and then you click on one of these. It doesn't matter. Click on Minecraft.used Minecraft Acacia boat, and then remove everything onto the second dot Minecraft dot, and then you're gonna put warped, and then you're gonna go warp fungus on a stick, or you can also do carrot on a stick. Both work, and then if you push enter, it will create your ability. It's gonna say in chat. I just have it created already. So now that you have that, you can get your warp fungus on a stick. And when you right click this, you should, with if you know how to use how to see scoreboards, you can go /scoreboard players list Jansamon, and then it says, for me it says no scores to show. I did right click this. You don't see it because it doesn't do anything if I right click. But I did right click. But this item, I have a command block down there that always resets the score to 0 if you so while I'm right clicking, I'll get a score of 1 or higher. If I click more than once per more than 20 CPS, I'll get 2 scores per tick. So now I have, when you right click this, it can detect that it has a score of 1. I have this down here. So here it looks for people that have the item in hand, my Hyperion, with a custom data. So that have an item in hand with a custom data of Hyperion 1. If you don't know what custom data is, I used it in my /give command down here. And I just added this custom data. Then you're gonna put your name, a colon, and then you're gonna put a number, and then you're gonna remember this. And this is a way how to detect distinct items. You can now make an item that's called Hyperion, that's like called the exact same, and if you change one number, it won't work anymore. So if you put it 2 here, your item won't work. So that's a 1 now, and then up here it also is a 1. If you put a 2 down there, you can put a 2 up here, and then it works too. So now you have your item in hand with the custom data. Your level is higher than 20. Level is just your experience down here. If you have that and a score of your right click thingy for your warp fungus on a stick, or for your carrot on a stick, if that is 1 or higher, at S, so at this, so we're gonna execute as the person that's holding the Hyperion with the level, with the score, at that person. If we're positioned 8 blocks in front of that person, and if then the block there is air, we're gonna TP there. If not, we're not gonna TP. Then we're gonna use change command blocks. These are all always active, but they're all after this command. So if you put like any one of these commands like next to this in like a repeating one, they'll activate at the same time, but you don't want that. So we're now gonna do the exact same again, execute at the person that's holding the Hyperion with the scores of ability 1 and the level of 20 or higher. Oh, don't forget your point. That this means that it also can be higher. And then we're gonna just particle our explosion, which is if we get that, and then get our item. Don't forget to put your item in the offhand, and then your sword in the main hand, and then if you right click, those are the explosion particles you're seeing. So that's this command. The next command does the exact same with the execute, and then we're gonna run execute as all the entities with a distance of 1.2 from the person, so that are farther away than 1.2 blocks and closer than 8 blocks will take 10 damage of generic. And then we're gonna go further. So this is the damage command, this over here. Then we're gonna go further. This one gives all the people that have the score and the level and the item in hand, they'll all get regeneration. This one gives saturation. This one gives absorption 4. And then over here we got this just subtracts the levels, and then this just resets the score for everybody. So now this is your Hyperion. This is just a command block I put there, I don't know why. But over here, this is just another one. It'll execute as all the people holding the sword with a level below 990, at or below 999. They'll gain an experience of 1. So if I hold the sword, you see down there I gain experience levels. If I get to 1,000, so I'm gonna get it to 1,001, and I'm gonna right click. At 1,000 it stops. Also, it doesn't work if you have 0 levels, as you can see here. You can also like hold right click. You don't have to spam, so that also works. Okay, that was it. Have a great day and see ya.